So here's a quick question because I'm actually getting ready for my whole conventions this year. I've got
Hmm.
like I haven't been doing conventions like until last year. I hadn't done a convention in like over maybe 7 years.
Oh,
Because
wow.
I've just been so much in this. I've been so much in this phase of how can we get the money flowing. Like
Hmm.
before I just go to a convention, what's the best way to go to a convention? Like, because I've
Yeah.
been to conventions, and it's like, okay, well, it's not really taking me up. It's just kind of, like, hey,
Hmm.
I went to a convention, that was fun, so it's like,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, how do I get the most out of this experience? And I think I'm finally there. And here, I'll
How,
tell you.
how come? How come? What's the difference now? Like,
So now, I have okay, what's different now is that I have a platform on Facebook where I'm
hmm
able to create income through engagement. It's what's called like this thing they have called the Facebook performance bonus. I don't know if it's available to people in Spain right now. It's still
oh,
like
sure. Yeah. Yeah. It's sort of like they show you statistics of the group activity, you mean? Or.
it's like basically if I post something on my Facebook page,
Hmm.
if someone likes it, comments on it, shares it, or click it, I get paid off of that.
Oh,
So
right. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, because I walked ass backwards into that opportunity, I've been able to create like okay, I can create some money now, that doesn't take all my time,
Hmm.
and now I can help pay for these conventions because that was the real hurdle when it come to wanting to do conventions. These tables cost $300 a pop, and it's like,
Fucking hell.
yeah,
Yeah.
how much did it cost over on your side?
It's sort of like 80,
Oh wow.
80. Yeah, like the equivalent. Yeah, it's sort of like equals to $80 here in
Oh,
Spain.
I
So
mean,
it's
we
sort
got
of like
some
70
conventions that,
euro.
yeah, we
What?
got some conventions that cost $75, but a lot of them hang around 150, 200, and the big conventions, 300, $400.
So would that be like New York Expo or
Yeah,
LA or yeah,
yeah, like Comic Con and
yeah.
this C2E2 convention in Chicago.
Hmm.
The big ones, you're gonna have to spend three figures to get in there. Like,
Damn.
it's a lot. So yeah, now that I have money to pay for the tables, it's like, oh, okay, and now I have money to pay for, getting my books printed and all this stuff. And most importantly, the strategy that I was looking to put in place before I even had the Facebook opportunity was, I'm sure you've heard in, people who tell you to grow a business to start building an email list, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So what I was like, okay, well, email, what can I do with that? And is that really effective? How much would I need of that to really, start making money? And then I realized something. You already have an email list. It's called your YouTube page. And when you
Hmm.
make a video, it goes out to all of the people on your email list, all of the subscribers. Now, YouTube subscriptions and algorithm isn't necessarily like that. But the
Hmm.
concept was, though, if I can just get people to subscribe to my YouTube channel, that's essentially like getting an email list. And I can use these metrics, even if they're more so vanity metrics, to help people get interested in my work.
Yeah.
So and then it's like, okay, well, all right, well, how do I make that work for my comics? And what I found out is that, are you familiar with Webtoon?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So what I was, because there was a phase where I skipped over that in my journey of the comic industry, but there was a phase where I was putting my comics on Webtoon because it's like that's where you supposed to put the comics. But then I realized that there's people posting on there and they ain't making no money. Like they're not
Hmm.
living comfortably, they're living on the edge, And I love creating, but I don't want to feel like I have to do it every minute of every day. There's no time
Yeah.
to live. So what I realized though was that there were people putting comics like manhwa comics, scroll
Hmm.
comics. They
Yeah.
were putting those in the form of YouTube videos on YouTube, and they're getting views. There's an audience there for that, And it's
Hmm.
like So I was like, and you can get paid more off of the ad revenue on YouTube versus Webtoon. YouTube has an algorithm in place to where your content is searchable. So it will find its audience so long as you do your SEO correctly.
Yeah, it's much more accessible.
Yeah.
The platform, yeah.
Yeah, that too. You don't even really need a YouTube account to be on YouTube.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, yeah, I'm going to just start posting my comics on YouTube. And then when I go to these conventions now, I'm not going to do this one-time transaction. I'm going to start an actual relationship with these customers by getting them to subscribe to my YouTube page. They subscribe to my YouTube page, I give them a free comic. It's not necessarily free because the value is the YouTube subscription.
Yeah, yeah.
But still,
really good.
It's like, hey, subscribe to my YouTube channel, you get a comic. Now, they might not always watch the videos when I upload because, it's not about the subscribers, it's about watch time and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But the idea that they're interested in comics and I'm uploading comics, there's like a good 50-30% chance or whatever the math is that, yeah, they'll be interested in the video. If they like the comics, if they actually like the comics, yeah, they're going to actually become viewers. So this is creating, it's creating relationships instead of like this one-time transaction at a convention, which in the past have shown me that doesn't get legs. It's not like I saw these books at the convention. Now I got all these fans and they want to know what's coming next. It's like, no, that didn't happen. It rarely did it. It never happened. Let me just say straight, it never happened. So now, instead of having to sell 1,000 comic books 1,000 times, I just need to sell 1,000 comic books one time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
yeah, that's a really good. I mean, so what you're saying. It's more about the long-lasting impression with your fans.
Yeah.
Building a community rather than the one-time transaction, which is, I'm going to buy your comic book. Right. And that's it. And I'm never going to see you again. Or something.
And even if you are going to see them again, you would still have to sell them another comic book to make that relationship matter.
Yeah.
Versus you getting them on a subscription. That was another thing. I realized a real big way that people were making money is subscription models. Mm-hmm. Like that's what Netflix is doing and everybody else. They're subscription models. These transactions you don't have to think about because it's just automatically happening every month. Mm-hmm. So I was like, well, how can I synthesize that? And this was another way of doing that, where it's like you're in my zone, whether or not you're actually actively watching me or not.
Yeah.
So it's like, that I had to figure all of that out before I went to a convention again, before it made sense to spend all that money and resources and time. And so now I'm like, oh yeah, let's go to a convention, So yeah.
Oh wow.
It's
I'm learning a lot. Because I never saw it that way. It's like, building a relationship with future fans or customers or whatever. Yeah, that's a really good idea.
There's a dude on YouTube who I picked this idea up from. Well, I didn't pick it up from him. I came up with this revelation on my own, but I had it reinforced by him, and he's very well established. He's his platform is being like in sales. His name is Alex Hormozi. I think he's like
Alex Hormozi.
Yeah, Alex Hormozi. Have you heard of him?
No, never.
Okay. So yeah, him and his wife do a lot of content on YouTube about marketing and sales and creating content. And he basically laid out, when I heard him basically say what I was talking about doing, I was like, oh yeah, I know this is a good idea now. Just no one else is doing it. Everyone, when they go to a convention, is so concerned about making money. And it's like, it's not about making money today. It's about making money 5 years from now.
Come on, Benny, man. The kid is a L7 Weenie.